Well, hello everybody, and welcome back to episode 5 of my Let's Play Banner Saga for Ray. I'm IVATOPIA, and we just saved him, so he rallies his men with tremendous skill. Let's carry on. You quickly repel the ambush with his help, wiping his blade clean of blood. Protoss then leans into Rugger hard, with fists and feet, until the man is killed in a quivering ball on the ground. What? Okay, why are you attacking him for? The thrashing ends when Protoss is satisfied, and the fighter who joined you in battle paces nearby. B-words, utter B-words. It's been a miserable hard road and I wasn't willing to watch good men go down like that. Why did Rugger get attacked? Or were they trying to rescue him? I'm Gundar, he continues. Lots of us here from Mindol. I was captain there myself. He glances at his banner, trampled and bloody, and notices yours. Though I'll admit, we could be doing a lot better. You take the hint. We got too many already. Fight like you did there and you're welcome to join us. I swear it. Gumdar replies. He gathers his tattered banner, sends word along to his people. 700, 300. President and Gumdar chat as you continue to the Great Hall. Kindred spirits. We're getting the people back now. I do kind of feel this should be the banner that I made, not just on the front of the opening. It does seem a bit silly, but whatever. So that Rugger then basically brought them to free him. And that's why he beat him up, I guess. It's like an awful lot of stairs. And no doubt why Melfin feels safe watching from above. What's the stairs? I don't see stairs, I guess they're coming up. Because that's not a lot of stairs, so it can't mean that. You finally approach the black stone walls, deep at the centre of Arbran. Pyrrhus instructs you to head up the stairs while he hauls Rugger away. Odin huffs when she learns she can't join you. Why can't she? I guess only the important people are invited, she says. I'll try to find a place for the rest of us. Where do you think is best? As far in as possible near the Great Hall. Back near the gates in case we need it quickly. She'll call on, I trust your judgment. I'll do what I can, says Alden, but up on top of that hill is where we ought to be. Alden looks back at the Great Hall. Maybe if you had the king's ear, she suggests. Okay. Oh, this is the stairs we're on about. The Black Rock Plateau casts a long indigo shadow over you like a storm cloud. As you climb the steps, the view shifts from vended green hills into a morbid panorama of carnage and darkness. Eventually you come to stand beside rich and powerful men with long names and banners, called before King Merlin as you were. Hurricane is here, as well as Carney, both given a wide berth. From where you stand at the back of his enormous hall, King Merlin looks small and withered upon his throne. Have I met the king before? I can't remember if number 2 we met him or not. He speaks slowly as if stepping carefully through cobwebs of old memories. You can only hear bits and pieces about changes of heart and protecting the weak. Eventually you give up trying to make out the words. Suddenly the hall goes silent. Everyone has turned to stare at you. King beckons and you approach. Oh crud. Hopefully this goes well. Hi. Hi, King. Why is he staring at me? With this, the king sends the crowds away and takes you aside privately. Well, I guess with him, it's not exactly private, but I guess he is like your real guard. You are to be thanked in person for bringing my son home to me. Oh yeah, the guy who came with us, he was like Prince, wasn't he? Original. He's not with me anymore, is he, currently? Now I'm afraid I must selfishly beg a favour of you. You want a favour? That wasn't what I was expecting. The road between Borjgarn and Arbran is long, especially shared with a man like Rugger. Tell me, how did you fare in his company? I would have left Rugger in Bergen if I could. We did not agree on much. Crud. He did try to kill me, didn't he? You're not the first. Yet somehow he commands the loyalty of many. Maybe it says something about the hearts of men. I suspect you already know this, but the man has poisoned me. He's what? That is why he was in chains, isn't it? He did it when we met in good faith to negate peace. My menders have been able to find a cure. Rugged and I have something of a long and miserable history. No doubt he means to watch me wither on the throne. Perhaps you've seen his weakness, something with which to coax an antidote from him. Convince him on my behalf. Truly, better. Am I truly? And the return? And the return? This is how it is now. The king tosses something at you, glinting for a moment in flight. He puts a hand to his head. Take this and do with it as you please. I'll have no need for it soon. Nolan's armband. King's call for Purus, and you soon hear his hard boots echoing off the high ceiling. My king? Captain Purus, our friend Rook, has agreed to speak with Rugged. And Purus, follow our guest orders. You know his to command as he needs. You're now his to command as he needs. Okay. You're my side. See that this gets resolved as soon as possible. An honoured guest. I can't see. Oh, there's full achievement. Don't know if it's popping up for you to see at home, but it's in the bottom corner for me. 5% renown, yay. So I can rest. Purus. Heroes. Let's sort those out first. Probably makes sense. Have the last little to make me maxed out as possible. I want that. Oh! I did not know you could do that. And obviously once you put something in it, you can't. Oh, okay. I wish I realised that before. So what do I have? Hunker down, 20% to resist armour damage, or tighten straps. It's better when you get it back where it belongs. 20% to regain, plus armour per turn, plus armour. So resistant, or you gain armour per turn. That'll probably be quite interesting. I'm going to go with that one. This has already gone up, so I had to do this. With nothing left to lose, you hang on as long as you can. 50% to avoid any killing blow, 50% to avoid any killing blow. Regain willpower per turn. Nah, I think the killing blow. Okay. Guess she's not with me currently. I guess I could promote these a bit later then. Oh, there she is. Can't go any further, can we? Oh, if we can. 12, okay. That's good. Oh, that's what the arm thing means. Oh, okay, maybe not. I was just showing they've got it. Okay. Avoid killing blow. So that's better with people flying, isn't it? Dress Brave Monster Killer, Oath Maker, Shadow Walker, the Foolish, the Forsaken, the Great One, the Hopeful, +1 armed, Adjacent allies. She kind of stands on her own more, the last stand then. Was that 1 arm per turn, never injured after KO? That would be good. Coverage from KO with 1 arm or strength. She's the last standing. That makes sense because she's an archer. She's in the back. Okay. No, get back in there. Where'd you leave there? When did you leave? Where'd you leave? Okay, heroes. So we have to chat with her. And I guess him to chat with him, so let's chat with her first. So technically she's my second command at the moment, isn't she? With all the others gone. You're back. So, what was that all about? What did the king have to say? Something about putting aside our differences. He wants me to try and ring, whatever, an antidote from Rugger. Martha's dying, everyone's being let into the city under his protection. Wonder if I'd change my mind like that if I knew the end was near. Is it not? Shut up. You know what I mean. So how are you feeling about all this? All this, care to narrow it down? She smiles politely, waiting for your question. What would you do in Mal's position? What's your deal with the Horseborn anyway? What should we do about Rugger? Back to camp. What's your deal with Horseborn? My deal? What do you mean? Oh, you're going to pretend like there's nothing up with you. I heard you giggle the first time you saw one. I don't giggle. Okay, look, just don't repeat this promise. Maybe it's better if I don't after I promise. When I was a girl, I remember my father showing me pictures of horses. They looked amazing. I wanted one so bad. Then he told me they were all killed, totally wiped out. Do you know the story? Legend says the Loon Mother made horses and another god created a horseborn from them. But there was a time when both horseborn and horses existed. They've seen people use horses for farming and carrying goods and wouldn't know how to react. Was it slavery? Were horses like children to them, or some living reminder that they're just dumb beasts? You could ask the same about Val. Come on, it's not the same. Val looked pretty different from York's. No debating it, how the horseborn were made. Anyway, rather than let anyone own horses, the stories say the horseborn went crazy and slaughtered them all. Then they fought the humans a bit, but eventually retreated far south. They say the horseborn felt such shame about the massacre, they just never returned. Who knows what the truth really is? Up to the moment I saw one, I was never even sure the horseborn really existed. But they're real. They're really real, and they're beautiful. And they're causing us all kinds of problems. Others beaming face and wide grin deflates. Tell me about it. She smiles politely, waiting for your question. What would you do in Malcolm's position? That's a tough one. You know me, I want everyone to live, maybe even not hate each other. Ruggan's men are the B words, but I don't think they deserve to die. And we're going to have to make amends with the Val. They're not happy about how things played out. But I'm not the king, so I guess there's not much else to say about it. She smiles politely, waiting for your question. What should we do about Rugger? Gods, I wish he just didn't exist. You know he's not going to just hand over a cure, not without a high price anyway. He's gambling with people's lives for his own benefit. Why do people like him always seem to prosper? Yeah, I know what I'm talking about. Like that in real life, isn't it? People break laws and all that stuff, and they get rewarded. You know, they treat people like rubbish to get rewarded, and then other people try and be good, and they get basically stompled on all the time, trampled. Not too well. Why do people like him always? I don't know. Rule comes to those who have a deep desire to rule. Different people, different needs. Don't know. Me neither, but it feels deeply unfair, definitely. You spend so much time and effort trying to do the right thing, and here comes Rugger. He may as well be stabbing children as he goes, and people love him for it. But anyway, what can we do? Threats and beatings don't seem to work. The man can take a punch, I'll give him that. Can't kill him yet either, for Merton's sake. What does he even want? The throne? What's the point of ruling Arborn for a couple of days before the darkness takes it back? I'm sick of thinking about Rugger. Let's change the subject. She smiles politely, waiting for your question. We better get back to camp. Yeah, I suppose we should. How are you holding up? You ever get tired of doing the right thing? What choice do we have? Leave, go south, see what happens. I'm just thinking out loud. Some people are talking about ships. After what we saw in Fiskaren, the serpent's blood was eating at the boats, and it killed everything living in the sea. I know it's not a real option. Now we've got to rely on each other. Just remember, you always got a shoulder here. Don't try to carry this all on your own. Thank you. Like I said, I think you're definitely my second command now. At least who's left. And with that, it's perfect time to end this episode. So I hope you enjoyed, and next time we'll go to Perseus, who I'm assuming is to talk to Ruggan to convince him to hand over the antidote. I've been IVATOPIA. You've been amazing watching, and thanks for liking. If you have liked. If you haven't, like, it'd be great. Thank you very much, very appreciate it. And please subscribe if you haven't already, and hit the little bell. And share my video. It'd be amazing. Thank you.